Good evening. Thanks for joining us. RCMP in the Cowichan Valley are still searching for the suspect who tried to abduct a young Duncan woman on New Year's Day. Tonight, we hear from the taxi driver who came to the victim's aid moments after the disturbing attack. Kristen Robinson reports.
Vacuuming his Duncan taxi minivan early New Year's Day, Wayne Lacarte was in exactly the right place at the right time.
I heard a voice behind me. All I heard was, "Excuse me, can you help me?" And I turned around, there was a young lady standing there. She was crying. And I said, "What happened?" And she says, "Well, some guy just tried to force me into his car."
A 22-year-old woman had been walking home around 6:20 a.m. Sunday when police say a man unknown to her accosted her across from the Caprice Theater on Duncan Street, demanding she get in his car. When she refused, a struggle ensued and the woman was thrown to the ground near this park bench. The victim was kicked several times in the stomach and back before she was able to flee.
She was crying. She was very upset. The sleeve on her one arm had been ripped. And she was in pain. She was limping. Her right leg was sore.
Lacarte got the woman into his cab and locked the doors. He then called police and pulled his taxi up to Trunk Road, where RCMP arrived within minutes.
She said she fought back, and she said it was a dark blue two-door car.
The victim's father says the suspect was possibly driving an older model Pontiac Sunfire or Chevy Cavalier, with stickers on the dashboard and damage to the passenger side door. The suspect is described as a tall Caucasian man in his 40s, balding with white messy hair. He was missing a top left tooth and had 2 tattoos, faded black letters on his neck, and a black flaming skull on his chest. At least 2 witnesses may have seen the abduction attempt, including a driver and a pedestrian.
She said she met a guy on the street and she asked him for help and he just crossed the street.
The victim was treated for bruising in hospital. Her father, who did not want to appear on camera as it would identify his daughter, says if the suspect has a conscience, he should turn himself in. He is thankful Lacarte was in the area.
I'm glad I could help somebody, but I shouldn't have to in the first place. These streets should be safe. I got a daughter that's 18 years old. It could have been her.